Hello, my loves. I hope that you're doing well. I've already prayed over us, and let's just get into it. But first, root chakra. And I hope that you can hear the crickets. My kids are one of them sleeping, so I have to be kind of quiet. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Take some deep breaths with me. Just breathe at your own steady pace, filling your belly, filling your chest, your throat, allowing this breath to cleanse you, to relax you, to center you. Breathe in. One more. Okay. As always, if you prefer that my prayers not go towards you, it's understandable. However, I do want to let you know it's just protection, healing, and releasing what no longer serves you. Tapping into your ancestors, your higher guidance, your angelic team, and Source, the one and only, the Most High, God of all gods, right? Works in you, through you, for you. Not everyone is on the same healing journey and in the same place and in the same understandings or acceptance of that wisdom and knowledge and guidance. And so it's no judgment and no harm to me if you choose not to, just ask. Just a little no or no thank you or something. Your guides already know. It's, if you're not feeling it, you'll already be against it and it already won't happen. Okay. So perhaps you have plans, get-togethers that are happening, or plans that you're putting into motion, goals, and maybe some of those plans are like working together with other beings, other spiritual beings, and perhaps it's allowing yourself open up to the divine assistance, to allowing the energetics to flow, putting the thoughts and feelings that you have for your goals into action. We can manifest all day with our thoughts, with writing it out, but if you're not putting in the actual work to make those movements in the 3D, then you're not going to get anywhere, And that's just from my experience and my knowledge. So it's saying, now is the time to put those things into action. And we have 8 strength card, 10 good luck charm, and Ace of Pentacles. goals. It says it takes great strength to be soft. She is taking time out from life to nurture herself, resting, not playing into the demands of societal norms, not, being so perfecting of herself, of her reality. And this plays out for both men and women. It's females on the card, and so just take it as it fits. In this photo, she has, she's loving on her cat. She's loving on herself. She's got hairy little legs. She's just chilling, relaxing in her comfy sweats. Her hair tied back. She doesn't have to worry about, the way society sees her. Taking that time to be vulnerable with yourself, to listen to your body, listen to your heart and your mind, and take that time out when you need it. Love on yourself, love on your animals. Sometimes we get so busy in our day-to-day life, a lot of times actually, that we don't always take that time out to nurture ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to just sit, to be soft, to be in our feminine energy. And we, as females, we have masculine and feminine when we are balanced, and males as well. A part of our journey in this life is to balance out those energies so that we are in our whole self. And a lot of people will tell you, it's a weakness to take a break. It's a weakness to take a time out. But honestly, it's really strong and really brave of you to take a step back in a world that tells us that we need to go, go, go. And even on this card, it says, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. So maybe you are go, go, going. Maybe you are doing all the meetings, and you're doing the PTAs, and you're having the neighborhood watches, and you're meeting with your friends, and you're putting the plans into action. But as you're doing that, it is the full moon. It's the time of, what is that, like culmination and birth, and like renewal and new things coming to fruition, the culmination, right? And so with that, you also have to take note of, your physical needs, your mental needs, your emotional needs. And sometimes that is just taking the step out of the everyday grind to nurture yourself, to just relax, to just cuddle with yourself, watch a movie, eat some comforting foods, drink some extra water, take a hot bath, write in a journal, draw, paint, walk outside, spend some time in nature. Just do things that are relaxing for you. And it's going to look different for everyone, but a lot of the things that really nurture our soul for all of us are quiet, alone time, and just taking that time out to be with ourselves and to be with our loved ones, our animals, our loved ones in human form. Sometimes it can be a bit draining when we are constantly surrounded by people. And our animals, although they can also be draining at times, they provide so much healing love that is really underrated, I think, and took for granted at times. So while you're nurturing yourself and building up in your own strength and your softness and your love for yourself, also give that to your little fur babies. And then the good luck charm. If nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. So, when we are on the move, when we are putting our goals into motion, when we are fulfilling those desires, sometimes the 3D world does not line up with how our thoughts are portraying the situation. And it seems to be that, everything that can go wrong will go wrong, or is going wrong, and why isn't this quite working out? But I would advise you, and this says also to cast a spell, which is really just speaking that into existence, like it speaks in the Bible, to speak life into yourself, speak life into the world, into those loved ones, into your children. The things that you speak over your children really does come to pass. So, and yourself. So be careful of the things that you are saying. And if you're feeling a little negative or down, or kind of just like maybe perhaps like perhaps you've been going too much and you haven't been taking a break, and so you're feeling a little burnt out and you're needing to take that time out. You're needing to um like take care of yourself a little bit, you know, like get a pedicure, get a massage, and speak some loving affirmations into your life, some um more positive words and thoughts to reframe the way that you are thinking, because a lot of times we can be really positive, we can be in really good energy, but when the world is kind of like crumbling, which happens, you know, in the next steps, like when we are leveling up, there's the reality that the devil or the energies, the entities, they kind of come at you. It's like the tower moments hit right before your big breakthrough. And it can be really tricky and really difficult to stay in that positive energy, to stay in that light and love while going through the motions. And it helps to take a break. It helps to take care of yourself, to give yourself that extra love and care, that extra um, loving words and thoughts. And you know what you need best. So the affirmations that work best for you are truly the ones when you are you start to get a little negative in your mind, and so you can just reframe those yourself. If you need help with that, there's bazillions of YouTubes. You can just Google positive affirmations and find ones that kind of hit your soul, that feel like they resonate with you. And I would suggest just taking time out throughout the day, at least once a day, maybe twice a day, if not more, to just recite those for yourself and really get into that feeling zone um, of how that feels to be in that energy. And sometimes it's tricky, like if you're in really negative, low energy, if things are kind of crumbling a lot more than you would expect. Um, it can be it can feel false to speak those words out, but the more that you do it, the easier it gets, and the more that you fall back in love with yourself. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. It says, wow, an abundant opportunity. So with this, like, that's literally it. Like, the opportunity is right around the corner. The material, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual abundance that you are seeking, that you have been uh, setting the goals into motion, you have been putting the actions into play, you have been working on it through this time, right? And you've been, what is the word I'm looking for? Not cooperating. Well, like cooperating with spirit for sure and yourself, but like collaborating with others, right? And when you take the time out to be in your receptive energy, to nurture yourself and find that inner strength and speak those loving and positive words within to yourself and into your life, the abundance flows naturally. The opportunities are always there, but um, when you fall back into negative thinking patterns, a lot of times we tend to miss those opportunities because we block them for ourselves. So keep in your high vibe, love and light the best that you can. And then it also has underneath the Eight of Wands, it has the Ten of Pentacles. Having it all looks different to everyone. So your dream life, and this is her, she's just chilling with all of her cats. Now, some people hate cats. Some people would hate this life, right? Other people love it. And they would feel so happy. And they would just feel so much love from these animals, right? and the animals would be playing together, and they would just be like enjoying their life, and she's just chilling by herself. And it's beautiful and it's peaceful and it's calming and it works for her. And so don't feel like you have to um, settle for someone else's dream life. The life that you have in your heart and soul, that is that you are being guided toward, that is for you. Like, it is there for a reason. There's a reason that you have the dreams that you have. Like, spirit created you to be exactly who you are. And when you allow yourself to flow in the ways that you desire, to create the life that really works for you. You know, when you're feeling a little burnt out, when you're feeling tired, take a nap. When you're feeling a little low, speak those positive, loving words into yourself. Remind yourself that you are worthy, you are deserving, and you know, the opportunities are always right around the corner. Like, the abundance is always there. Like, we are so blessed and so supported. It's not even freaking funny. Like, everything that you have, it's all within you. It's all there. Like, it's so, this is just so wild right now. I don't even know. Like, um and then it says, and under that it's Two of Swords. What do you really want? It's your choice. You make the decision. Like, you might be feeling blinded by the world, by all the decisions that you have to make, by other people's opinions, by, you know, not truly knowing yourself, not truly tapping into yourself, not getting in your receptive, soft, nurturing energy and taking care of yourself with the loving words, loving foods, loving, like, drinking your water, right? You know, staying in that high vibe, like, that is the most loving thing that you can do. Clearing out your brain, like meditating and clearing out your energy. It's really like, when you wake up to the reality that you create your reality every day, like, you really do, like, you have the choice. It's whatever you want to do. Like, do you want to continue going down the path that you've been going down? Do you want to change anything? Do you want to what are you wanting to create in this new chapter? Because that really is the question here. Like, you know, yeah, it's good to be actions and productive and light the fire and feel the passion and put the actions into motion and live the life, like, truly live the life. But you know, you also need to have that balance with yourself, to remember that it's not all action. It's also, you know, taking that break and loving on yourself. And that's the most loving thing, is to keep yourself in that good balanced energy. um, let's see, I want to do this card real quick. Maybe take some time by yourself, because sometimes when we are around people all the time, we can kind of like decenter ourselves and lose track of ourselves at times. And, you know, it's not all about like doing the things, it's also just about feeling the love and knowing that you do have that inner strength. Like, it's there, it's always there. Whether you're physically showing that strength within your physical body, your mental body, or your emotional body, you know, it is very strong to be vulnerable, and it's not always easy. Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, Great Lessons. And then Temple of Truth, Throat Chakra, Authenticity, Self-Expression. So the Halls of Learning is like a spiritual library, right? It's like the I believe they say we can, like, when we go back to spirit, we can go here and like learn anything. Like, everything is there. sorry, I'm a little tired, but and your spirit guides are always guiding you, always supporting you, always sending you nudges and reminders, confirmations. And this life really is a great lesson in itself, and the lives within our life are the lessons. And um, you know, we have the ability, the capability to tap into this great inner knowledge when we allow ourselves to open up to it, when we take that time, listen to the intuition, listen to our gut feelings, listen to the signs, synchronicities, the guidance that we are being given. I don't know. I don't think I think I've got this card like once, but it says throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. So, and perhaps you're needing to clear out your throat chakra. Maybe your throat chakra is being activated. Perhaps you are um, tapping into more of your authentic self and being urged to, or you have been more recently expressing yourself, your soul expression, your true self, and allowing yourself to be seen in a way that you never have before. And if you haven't been doing that, I believe this card is urging you to do so, to heal your throat chakra, to heal the things that are holding you back from being your true self. Let me see here. What? Oh, there it is. Okay. Throat chakra is found between our collarbones, is the energetic center that governs everything to do with truth, communication, and self-expression. Whenever we have to speak up, raise our voice, or even just get our emotions out, it is activated. We'll often feel when this space is clogged up energetically, or when it needs to open because we'll feel a lump in our throat or even our heart. Sometimes you might like have trouble speaking your mind or speaking clearly, or you might have like a sore throat. This card transports us to the temple of truth, the inner energetic gateway that supports our truest form of expression. The image shows that this is what? Sorry. The image shows that this is a bright, airy, open space with flowing water. This represents the emotions that run through us. Emotions are powerful messengers, and if we don't attend to what needs to come out or through us, they build up. And before we know it, we're overwhelmed by them. This is your message. When you are brought to this space, you are being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you have been, and who you are becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. There's an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway reminds you that in fact, the truth heals. Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have had full freedom of expression. This gateway coming to you today is a message that there is something buried deep inside you that you haven't expressed, and this is causing energetic blockages on your ever unfolding path. It is a time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings that are rising up in you, for they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment. Which is exactly like what this is, like literally, like, you know, like listening to your emotions, your feelings, you're taking care of yourself in the authentic way and speaking that life into yourself, and then, you know, the abundance flows. And I wanted to read something. So This book is Personal Power Through Awareness by Sonia Roman. It's a channeled book, and I just opened it up because I felt the need to get a different message also. And I personally have been working with forgiveness for a lot of different things. And in this book, there's like little like affirmations and little like snippets. And this one on this page is, if you have trouble forgiving people, pretend the next time you talk to them is their last day on earth. So a lot of times when we're struggling to forgive someone, we can be struck with the pain that we feel. And many times it's because they might still be hurting us at times. And that can be kind of difficult to deal with. But, how would you speak to this person if it was their last day on earth? Regardless if it is or not. Would you want your last conversation with them to be rude or dismissive or destructive? No, you wouldn't. You would be more compassionate. You would be more understanding. You would be more loving, And so if you're struggling with forgiving yourself, speak to yourself as if it is your last day on earth. Speak to those people who are just so bothered by life, that are just miserable. It is not easy. It really is not. But it's so worth it. And just even remembering to, and being authentic, we don't always have to speak out everything that comes to us, we don't always have to remind people of their flaws. We don't always have to be the one to keep the arguments going. We can be the ones to let it go, to forgive it, forget it, and let it flow, and that allows us to grow. It allows us to move forward, as it allows us to love ourselves and each other more fully. And it doesn't matter how the other person is coming to you, or how they're attacking you, or how they're speaking to you. It can be at times really hard to handle and manage, but continuing to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be in those situations that got you to where they are now. We all make mistakes, and a lot of those mistakes are misaligned relationships, or we are growing out of those relationships, and sometimes those people are not. Sometimes we're not growing as much as the other people are growing. Forgive yourself for procrastination. Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be hurt so many times, for going back, for staying so long, for, ever thinking that it was okay for people to speak to you in the ways that they speak to you. Many of us have so much trauma from our childhood and from past lives just built up in us, and we don't always understand and know what's going on, or why we are continuing these patterns. And it takes time to work through that. And if you're working through it at all, I'm just kudos to you, because not everyone does it. It's not an easy road to heal yourself, to feel those feelings, to forgive someone who continues to hurt you, or who's hurt you insanely bad, or who, especially as a child, when we are innocent and we are vulnerable, and the things that people do to children sometimes is the most grotesque and evil things. It's difficult to forgive that, but it sets you free, and it sets you on the forward movement for your most authentic and true self. And that's really what we're here for, to love yourself so much that you're able and willing and wanting to forgive and let it go for yourself, if nothing else. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that this helped. I hope you have a great day. See you next time.